Hey guys, welcome on to yet again to another showdown sweep. And today's one, we got ourselves a Dachsbun sweep. If that's the way you want to say it, it's Dachsbuns. And this Pokemon is a fairy type in the game. It is really it's an interesting Pokemon. Not exactly one of the most competitive Pokemon, but it's an interesting Pokemon. And let me tell you exactly why. So, first of all, it has it's a solid defensively Pokemon. It has, let me tell you, because this thing you're probably thinking, I mean, it can be as a threat, right? But let me tell you. So first of all, its highest stats is or base stats is 115 for the physical defense. It gets averagely good 95 for the speed. Let's see here, 57 for HP, which is a pretty bad one. And then it gets for the special defense and the physical attack for 80 and 50 for special attack. So you don't think this one is going to be as powerful, right? But I tried a couple sets, and there was actually a couple moments on the battle where I actually got a lot of a couple wins with this one, and then a couple fails because I wasn't able to get the the setup done. And I actually tried a couple random moveset with it, and it really much worked out for it. Like, it's a bulky set. I was thinking about trying like a run the defensive bulky one. I tried it once, but it didn't work out. It just went there. Opponents just didn't want to feel like want to see it, so I just used haze, and yeah, it just ended there. So yeah, it wasn't fun. But I kind of tried a couple sets, and then I figured out it learned a different move that can potentially help its very poor little stats to sweep the remaining teams. So this battle went a little bit of a different than I was going to plan, but I still hope that it wasn't going to be able to go through most of the wins. But yeah, this battle went against the Gold Animates, and he or she had a Annihilaps, and I was just doing a couple sets as well. I was just this was just my Spied Up, so who's going to set up Sticky Web out of the field, and then went for Silk Trap, trying to drop his speed. But the bad thing about this, it was a mistake because it had Defiant. I don't know how to really I don't really know how to say the word anymore. it's just a weird type. But yeah, I tried to use Psycho Throw, and it didn't work because of the Go type. Then they swapped into Chiyu. I'm not sure if there was their play there or it was a mistake. But either way that it happened, then they're gonna switch into another back to Chiyu, and I was gonna pretty much go for Memento and switch directly to Dachsbun, and that's what happens. All right, people, enjoy the salt, and we'll see you at the end of the battle. A fresh salt means some good luck for me, huh? Isn't that true? But yeah, that was a very good salt there coming out of that battle, and that was a very fresh sweep there. And I hope you guys enjoy this one. So, let's explain this Dachsbun set, and let me tell you people, this Pokemon isn't an actual, like, it's really not a sweeper, I'm not gonna lie. I was just wanted to try this out and see if this was, like, if it was worth it or not, and, yeah, tried a couple ones, and this one was a very lucky sweep there. And yeah, the opponent really didn't like it, so they rage quit it. So you just couldn't accept it. So yeah, but yeah, let's explain this build, and let me tell you how to really not exactly run this one, but how I run this one. So yeah, I'm not gonna really not exactly say this is actually how you run it, but let me show you exactly how I run my monster. So yeah, we got Howl as my status move because that's the only move that can increase his physical attack and nothing else. Like it doesn't learn like it doesn't. I mean, it learns work up, but it's Howl, so it's like it's a dog. So that one is literally based around of a dog, so it's kind of makes sense for me to use Howl and not work up, and you know, it probably makes sense. I'm not gonna say why, but yeah. So yeah, we have Howl for increasing my physical attack by 1 stage. Then I have a randomized move pool that I try to figure out a good combination to use this set. And this was the best option for me to use for this move pool set. So let me tell you. So it has Stomping Tantrum, Trail Blaze, and Play Rough. We run this one's max attack, 176 for its HP, and 80 for speed. The item is weakness policy, and it has one of its new signature ability called Well Baked Body. So this Pokemon's defense is raised 2 stages if it's hit by a fire type move, fire immunity. So it's a very interesting Pokemon, and it's quite a fun one to experience. And how I was able to run this one is pretty funny because I was thinking, well, it had well-baked body, so why not if I can bait someone to use a super effective against me? So I thought, well, why not have myself a Terra type Grass, because you know, Grass is weak against fire. That can troll him a bit, and like thinking, nah, that'll be easy. So I'm not gonna try use fire against that Grass, but that's a weakness. So obviously, a lot of people will probably take a risk, obviously, see Aburas. So it will be a very interesting and very it's kind of a more fun way to use it. But yeah, so I have Stomping Tantrum, Tantrum. I don't know really much to say, but yeah, we have Stomping Tantrum for Steel type, Rock types, and Electric type. So that'll be very good against those. We have Trailblaze for my only one of the few moves that I can really be using this battle. I was thinking of running like a max speed and stuff like that, but they didn't really much have the best speed with max speed, really. I mean, we could run max speed, but it didn't really have the best bulk then. So I figured out if I want to try that set, I would have to try and replace Trailblaze to something else, like using Fire Fang or something like that, or Psycho Fang, because you know that could also work. Like for example, you could actually replace a Trailblaze for Psycho Fangs in case you're versus like a poison type. That could be a really good versus against it. You could also replace it for if you want to try it. Obviously, it's not like it's if you want to do this for fun or not, but you can also replace it for Thunderfang for trying to get a paralyzed. But that's a 10% for a paralyze or flinch. Could be also a good one, but it's not exactly as tanky as you thought. So it's not exactly a super tank one, but I mean, it has. I mean, look at the base stat. I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. It looks very tanky, but it is. It is. Sorry, I couldn't handle myself. I couldn't do it. But yeah, so I run the Trailblaze for using its Terra type Grass, and obviously 100% gives me a plus speed by 1. I've also had Play Rough for its Stab Fairy type in case I'm not Terra myself into something, and it's also one of the strongest few types of move it actually gets. Besides Double Edge and Giga Impact and Last Resort, obviously. Those are also quite a strong, powerful move. But I felt like I need something to versus against, like, for example, Dog type could be something good against it thing. But also realizing that Play Rough is one of the moves that really loves me. And I did, once again, similar as the other previous sweep when I did the Great Trunks sweep, when I tried said when I was doing a couple Play Rough attempts, Yeah, it exactly happened to this one. So I got a lot of fails as well with the because of this play rough, play rough fail hitting the opponent, and yeah, I got a couple fails with it, but not many. However, I mean, we got a couple ones with where they just rage quit right off the bat, but I didn't run. But they weren't really that much fun because they're using very, very weak ones. So I couldn't really wanted to put it up because of it, and there was a lot of few also moments where I did fail it, and I didn't really want to put it up because yeah. One of them, however, was a little bit inappropriate for me to put up, so it was a good battle, but I couldn't show it because I'm not gonna I'm not gonna do it. Okay, I'm not showing that on stream, so or my highlights. So sorry, it's not gonna happen. Okay, you're not gonna make me. So yeah, and I didn't save it, so don't try that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So this Pokemon, if you want to replace it for something more of a tanky one, you can try that out. Or if you wanted if you want to tie it like this, you could try use well-baked body for a like a bait. Using its well-baked body, try like a speed like I would say like this. If you want to try like let's say a body press one, that could also be a good one because it does more damage. Or it says here, users defense stat as attack in damage. So because it has a really good defense, you can run like a max defense, max attack one. Because you can use this defensive attack against them, so you could do that. But in order to do it, you need to make sure to you need to like switch in directly to a fire type move, and then you have to make sure you don't get like like getting one shot afterwards. I mean, they probably will swap in into something else as soon as they get hit, or they try to as soon as they were mistakenly attack the fire type move, and then you can just like you can set up like a howl or something like that. And then you can use body press to try one shot it. If you want to try the body press strategy, I recommend you to replace this. Let me make a new set, or try and make a let me try this one out so you people can see how I could run a bulk, have more of a defensively set. Let me show you right here. It's it has more base defense, but let me show you. So first of all, I'll replace a trial blaze. Maybe you can run this as it has a little bit more base speed. I mean, you can maybe run a little bit more of a speed boost baton passing one. You could try that. Maybe you can try that set. You can replace play rough first of all into maybe maybe you can replace it for wish. And then you have to figure out if they want to maybe you can replace stomping tantrum to something that has a huge weakness against ghost type, and that could be obviously dark type or something like that, which it is, and you can maybe use it against you can replace it for crunch. You could try that. You could try to replace that one like this, and oh wait, wrong one. It's more of a impish one. Was that impish? Yeah, it is impish. So you can run maybe more of a defensively one. But then here's the thing: you have to first of all realize that you don't have the greatest speed, and you have to make sure you get hit by a special attacking move because you don't have any status boost on the special defense. So that means you're gonna have to rely on your physical defensive bulk, and that'll be kind of interesting for you to realize, huh? Because you can't really take too much hits of the special attack because you need to you're focused on the melee or the physical defense and not the special defense. So it's a kind of a risk, but kind of a good challenge if you want to try that out. I recommend you have wish on your set, and then use howl, and then try bait. Obviously, you try bait yourself. I would say like this: switch yourself into a fire type move attack. It will increase your it's immune to the fire type moves. You'll get a plus on the 2 stage. Use howl, then try body press if you want to tempt yourself. And if there is any flying types, maybe I will say right here, if you want to do it, you could replace wish for Ice Fang. Maybe that could be also another one, or something that has a huge weakness. Let me see if there's any oops, wrong one. Oops, wrong one. Wrong one. Rock type moves. Does it learn any rock type moves? Does it learn it? No, it doesn't. So that means you're gonna have to make sure you be careful about what you're dealing with. I mean, you can use Ice Fang or Thunder Fang against a flying type. Body press for obviously it's fighting as the fighting type base power of 80, and use it defensively against it. So you can try that one. The only issue you would have to figure out is to use the Terra type. So you can tear yourself into something else. Maybe you can tear yourself into let me see here. You could maybe tear yourself into something maybe like let's say, I mean, you could try to tear yourself into a dragon type that has a lot of resisted. It has a lot of resistance on the type. You can try to tear yourself into a dragon type, a dragon puppy. People, that's very adorable. You could do that to do that, but then you have also weakness against the dragon and ice type, and also fairy type. So that's another issue. Maybe you can tear yourself into a steel type. I mean, it's a lot more heavy. Steel types are a lot more heavier often, so for their type, or not like that way, but like just to make it more. I mean, you can tear yourself into steel if you want to, or if you want to, you can tear yourself into rock type to be immune, or like try to resist most of the moves like bug type, fire type, and stuff. But then again, ground types most likely gets more love because ground is beats rock more often. So I don't know if a lot of people use rock types often, like the Terra Rock. Does anyone do that anymore? But yeah, you can run anything really, but as long as you're running a good Terra for it, you're set to good to go. So yeah. But that's pretty much it for the Dachsbun set, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the actual showcase of the Dachsbun set. And if you want to try this out, let me know. If you want to have any explanation, if you want to try replace a move or try something like a little bit more different, then below. I'm not sure if maybe we'll put up maybe some other time, maybe another showdown sweep if I can make one or not. I don't know, but yeah, this will be one of the few ones I will probably put up on my highlight showdown, and try to watch my highlights because I'm putting up a lot of them, and you people don't give as much views for those. Try them out. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy this one, and yeah, stay lucky out there and take care.